Paige, Boba, CC, MC.
Oh, gotta come in.
There he is.
It's a little late.
We're good. Gentlemen, how you guys doing tonight?
Great, man. How you guys doing?
Good. We'll go through the chat really quick because people are here. Hello, Paul, Dave VX. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Don't worry about missing the live show. There'll be a replay, and we lost our guest.
Oh no. That was it. That's how you treat them, right?
I know, right? Flushed him out.
He didn't make the cut.
Boba.
That was quick.
There
that was
is.
fast.
Boom. Is that's the beauty of the show. This happens all the time to all of us. And so
So good. It's my better side here anyway.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Paige, and I just wanted to let everyone know right off the bat before we start this show that I've raised my collective debt ceiling for the next 2 years. I don't know about you guys, but see, got the joke. But hello everyone, welcome to episode 111 of the Hangout. My name is Paige. I am joined by not just two of my good friends, but three now. We have our special guest tonight, Boba Chuck. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good, my friend. How are you?
No, doing well. And of course, we got the two Corys, MC, CC. How you guys doing? Good?
Fantastic.
I feel kind of like a fifth wheel. My name's not Cory.
I thought about legally changing my name, but
yeah.
It's not too late to become Boba Cory.
Hey, I'll do it, man. I'll do it. Hey, I got a quick question for you guys. How do I see the chat, the live chat?
You know, from that end, I don't know.
Are you on a PC or a tablet?
I'm on my phone. And I don't know. I see on the right here, it says, you're in the show, everyone can see and hear you, but I can't see if anybody's writing anything.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that have already wrote messages and stuff. I don't know how to do it phone-wise. Yeah.
Well, there's something that says chat here, but I'm afraid to...
Yeah, click it, see what happens.
It says chat with everyone in the studio.
If you go to comment,
private chat and then a comment.
Oh, there it is. Comments. Okay. All right.
Boom.
But now I can't see you guys because it's in front of you guys.
oh,
You probably want to keep that on.
Yeah, I pop all that stuff up anyway, like during the day.
Okay.
So
all right.
like that.
All right. I'll respond when I see that then. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You'll be able to see like some stuff and everything. So yeah.
I don't want anybody to think I'm being rude.
No, man. Nobody think that about it. Nobody. So tonight's guest, like I said, this was actually a suggestion from somebody in Hangout. I can't remember specifically who it was. So if you're in here,
Was it my mother?
Maybe no, maybe it was Mario. No, maybe not. Maybe it was Mario, but somebody Son of a Flower. I think it was him, right? Somebody suggested that we have a guest on or have people from the Hangout to come on, and so I thought that nobody would be better than to have as a first guest than Boba. So Boba, thank you very much for coming on. Boba, if you don't know, yeah. Claps, flowers. Boba has been on the Hangout before. We did like a little one-on-one session, but if you're not familiar with Boba is a very talented dial maker. He is, I think, the reigning champion for the Mezco fan feature prize winner. I think you and Minnie's are kind of neck and neck with prize winning.
Yeah.
A fantastic community member and just an overall talented individual, collector of Mezco and other lines too. I think we'll get into that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That is one hell of an intro. Thank you. I'll pay you later.
So, gentlemen, good stuff today. Let's do some show foreplay. What's going on with you guys? How are you guys doing? What's going on? Boba, you're first because you are our guest.
Oh, yeah, I'm first. Everything's good, man. You know, obviously there was some really cool news today that I'm sure we're going to be talking about later, and I'm stoked with that, you know. So for me, I'm on cloud 9 right now. Plus, I got something really cool delivered to me today, so I'm doing really nice.
Nice. We'll
Nice,
do
nice.
we'll do showtime here in a second, like show and tell.
Cool.
MC, oh CC, what's up? How you doing, man?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. I got the very anticipated Mr. Freeze in the mail. And can you believe that I'm so loyal to you guys? I have not opened it yet.
Wow.
You gave
Nobody
me
can
permission
call me a
last night.
cheater. Nobody can call me a cheater. I have not touched him.
I thought we were waiting for MC anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You see, that's why I'm not a permanent member here, because I wouldn't have done that.
He would have tape. He would have acted like he had it, you know. He would have like opened it from the bottom, but then opened from the top when we got on.
Exactly. Nobody would know it's not sealed. You know, it's never sealed anyway.
MC, what about you? How you doing? Good?
Good. Last conference is tomorrow, and then summer vacation. And on my way to CC to go drive the Thunder Tank around northern Michigan.
Got her gassed up, ready to go.
Have to see how those gas prices are. You might get it back with the full tank. Might get it back on.
Well, got a good show tonight. We'll do top cons here in a second, but let's start things off with a little bit of show me what you got. So, Boba, I know this is probably the first time that you've done this because we've only done this 3 times. So, show me what you got. Very simple. It's just what you're messing around with it for the week or for the past week. It could be projects because I know you do a lot of builds. You're probably building one right now underneath the table. It's like this. You're a beast, bro. I don't know how you put out that many dials, bro. It's like, gosh. But anyway, so whatever project you're working on, whatever figure that you're messing with or you got today, last week, and then what we try to do is we just try to say what you like about it. The second thing would be if they continued it or what you would like to see them do the next time that they put the figure out. You know, like if it was Superman, you're like, oh, I want them to fix the cape. And then the third thing is in 1 or 2 words, describe that figure how you would describe it to a fellow collector, if that makes sense. What you like, what you would improve, how would you describe it?
Any figure at all?
Whatever you got to show. Remember, we hit 7 minutes, so all things are.
So now I can really show you what I got?
Easy, buddy. What you got? Oh, people in the chat, please share with us, share with the chat members, you know, what you got, what you like about it, what you want improved. And spotlight, go.
Well, project-wise, it's actually really small because I have been pretty busy, believe it or not. So I'm waiting for Freeze to come. He's supposed to come tomorrow. So I'm kind of practicing on my like ice, snow kind of technique. It's a little too blue still. I want to get some more white in there to hide some of the blue. It's a little much. Started on some icicles for it. You know, I don't know if you guys can see that really well. You can see it better here, actually. You know, 4 like cracked ice. But, you know, I'm just trying to practice, basically. Once he gets here, I like to have the figure in hand when I do a dial because I want them in the dial as I'm working on it, you know?
Right.
Not the whole time, obviously, but just like for scale and for everything else. But, yeah, so I'll be working on that for a little while. I saw what's his name? John Davis, right? He did a really, really cool freeze dial with like a cryogenic chamber or something. It was amazing. You guys see that?
Yeah, he had the like a little tiny floor plan, and then he actually went back and put more ice on it.
Yeah, it looked great. It looked amazing. It looked really cool. But as far as figures are concerned, you know, when I first got Captain Nemo, came with that vest. The vest was beautiful, but it was very hard to move him, you know. But this second release vest that they came out with, which is cloth, obviously. I think not only do I think he moves so much better, but I think he just looks amazing with it on. Can you guys see that? So yeah, so I guess the improvement too would be the leather pants. I'm a little concerned about that, you know. When I bend his knee, it stretches a lot. So I guess I would change maybe his outfit for the next release, you know. do something a little bit more different material. But I love this guy. He's amazing. Beautiful sculpt. One of their best sculpts too. Really is.
How much do you have left on that project to finish it, Boba?
Well, like I said, this is a small one. I will consider this more practice. I want to do a wall because I want the icicles to hang down from the ceiling, you know. So I don't know. I would probably say another week. I should be done. Maybe less. 4 days, 5 days. Yeah, about 5 days probably. But I'll be posting obviously once it's done. So
Nice.
you guys will see.
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
CC, spotlight time. What do you got?
I think I get a chance to beat MC to his. I have a feeling he might have the same thing. I got
Dr.
this
Jones.
guy.
Dr. Jones.
I got this guy fresh from Amazon today.
Nice.
Right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. The one word I'd probably use to describe this whole line is probably just nostalgic. If you're a fan of the movies at all, it's hard to not want these figures. And because they did such a great job with just the likeness and everything. Articulation is decent, not the best. You'd love to see double jointed, but I don't know how well that would go with the aesthetics because it's pretty clean, the sculpt and everything. Everything is good there. The only change, which is kind of starting to already become a little bit of a pet peeve for me, is every Indiana Jones going to have this shooting hand for the right hand? Like, is that just all he does all the time is just shoot somebody? He's got the same trigger hand for the right hand with both releases. So it's kind of nice that you can swap hands between the two. But right now I've got like 4 different left hands I can use. But as far as right hand, all you got to choose from is the fist and the trigger. So he's either going to have something to hit you with or shoot you with in the right. You're not really going to do much of anything else with it. But I guess that's action indie for us, though, right? So they're staying true to form. But I mean, there's 4 more indies on the horizon, so we should have plenty of alternate hands by the time we get to buy them all.
Did you see that one that went up on? I sent it to MC, but it was the Disney Plus exclusive that they sent out today. Like you click the link, as long as you're a Disney Plus member, they just send it out.
I did.
Wow.
What's crazy is I didn't plan on making a purchase today, but
did you buy it?
Isn't that always the
thanks
case?
to you enablers, I have one on the way. I was like, oh god.
Paige got another one today.
I saw the message real late, and I was like, well, surely they're sold out by now, right? It was a few hours later, and I go on, it's still there. I'm like, well, shit. So he's on the way. He's on the way. We'll see what hands he comes with.
Yeah. I am nice. It looked good, man. I can't wait for that. I saw the shield. MC was showing that. The shield and how the back and everything, the details that are on the
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't do it justice, but like all this etching that they had in the front and then the paint apps that they put on the back.
Yeah, you can see the weathering and everything. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, gosh, man, looks good.
That's probably one of the coolest things about this line too, is all these different little props and accessories that you're getting with these guys. From the idol, and they've got the little bone torch, and he's got a really cool journal. So it's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Nice. All right, so your turn to shine. Your turn to shine. Ready?
Yeah.
Boom.
He was close. I won't. Other figure today, Kazim. He's also got the trigger hand, but I would never expect that I would have this figure from Rage of the Lost Ark. Like Cory, I get a lot of nostalgia for Indiana Jones. It's not hearing good things about the new movie that's coming, but it's such a big part of my youth also. The movies and going to Disney, which Boba, you guys didn't know, Boba and I met up there a couple months ago, and we didn't get to do the Indiana Jones thing, but that show always was pretty special to me. And great figure. The whole line is great. Like Cory said, the articulation, I think they're built mostly off the Star Wars bodies, the Black Series, because they're all single jointed everything. Yeah. But the accessories and the paint apps and the face, that inkjet face printing that they do, are just nice. But he comes with 3 guns. Let's see. I need Sawyer to hold his hand up. This one, and then a rifle, and then he's got like an old, a modified Han Solo gun there. So.
Was it the EL11 or something like that. ER.
Yeah, but it's
Oh man, Paige, you're gonna get all kinds of hate PMs for getting that wrong.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on.
Han
Poser,
Solo
poser.
had the DL44.
Bring it. Bring it. All right, back to you. Solo.
No, that was it. I just really like this line. Like you know, the three of us, we've been enabling, and yes, Paige, you got my wallet today. I had one ordered from Hasbro Pulse, but that one's getting canceled because the Disney Plus one will be here like 2 days, 3 days.
Is it still available right now?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Don't make me check again. I'll be forced to buy a second one.
Yeah.
I thought it was for park people. I just, because I was busy and I just flung it to you guys. I didn't read it, and I didn't know if it was it said Disney Plus until later on. I was like, I have Disney Plus. I was like, I can get this and then cancel my order. But
did you order it?
No, I had some stuff I had to do, but I was like, when I read it later on, when I was on the toilet, I'm like, what is? I was like, Disney Plus.
Attaboy, Mom.
But I was like, yeah. So, but maybe if it's on after the show, I'll grab it. So.
You guys are gonna make me go down that rabbit hole, aren't you? You guys are gonna make me go down this rabbit hole. I could feel it. Feel it.
These two guys are the ones that got. You always got to watch between your plays. Always.
It's opposite, right? Like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Well, I think you got to get into it, Bobo, just so we can see the Dio you would make to go with him.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, if Mez made an indie figure now today, I'd be all over it like flies on shit. Totally.
Hey, can you?
Could you imagine?
Can you address that real quick? Can you show him what you did?
With what?
Do you have Dr. Jones handy, Paige?
Oh, Paige.
Oh no, I tore it down.
Ah,
I did.
What, you had soft goods on them?
Yeah, I took the Secret Agent Gomez, and all you have to do is pop the neck out, and then you take Constantine, and you can put his neck in there, and then you could take Indiana Jones. I did the old Club Obi-Wan, and you put that on his head, and then the hands you could switch out, and you can use Constantine hands. Those peg work, and if you wanted to, and you wanted the paints to match hands and head, you could take the Indiana Jones hands, but you're gonna have to use sticky tack, and they're not gonna, you know what I mean? They won't be secure.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I think you posted that. Didn't you post the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That was an awesome idea.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I was gonna go the extra mile, and you could put like a black, one of the Black Death Brokers? You could probably put one of their vests on, and then, knowing you, Boba, you could probably do a little foam corsage on the lapel, paint it red. But it was pretty cool. But
that sounds like the ultimate kid bash right there, man. That's awesome.
It just proves that they could do it if they wanted to do it. I mean, honestly. But I'll do mine really quick. So mine, actually I had a couple, but mine was this guy.
Man, I can't wait till tomorrow.
Ooh.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
looks really cool.
It does. We've talked about this a bunch. One word that I would I hate to do the pun, but one word I would use to describe this is cool. I think I do. I think it's really cool. Improvement, or what I'd like to see him do next. I think honestly, this is really more complicated than a lot of people realize. So when I first got this, I was worried about these two. You remember, I was asking you guys, but they don't light up. And I was like, oh crap, I got a broken one. I was like, no big deal. I'm within the return. And then I noticed this, right? These don't light up either. And so I reached out to a couple people, and they said, no, they're only supposed to have 5 lights. So I know that this is probably some kind of complicated wiring system, but it would have been cool to have like more lights. I appreciate what they did though. But that was the only thing I could think of. He can balance really well. I haven't had him fall yet. Remember we were talking about that? That's one thing I was concerned about. But
I've been hearing a lot about the soft goods. They're very not soft, are hard. What do you think about that? Is it really, really, really hard?
The
Quiet, guys.
the material that they use is different. So this is like a different feel. You know, if you can see you see the material?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we've all touched this kind of material. That's what it feels like. And then this part right here is plastic. It's not plastic. It's that kind of pleather, but not like the pleather that we're used to. It's smoother.
Yeah, yeah.
And so some of the parts, it hinders it a little bit, but I think once you start breaking it in, it works. You know, I know a lot of people said, "Oh, his his arms don't go all the way up," but they do. You just got to move this out. And I think, and then this was the big thing for me, like the flocking. I think that they did that really well. I haven't done the gun thing. I heard a lot of people talking about that. What was the questions? What you like, what you'd improve, and then 2 things that you would say. But those are the 2 things that I would use to sell it. In the light up feature, I really like that a lot.
Oh, you were supposed to say that, right? About the one thing we would tell people about the figure that we liked?
Yeah.
Well, what was yours? About him?
That I like about this?
Yeah. If you were trying to pitch it to me, what would you tell me?
I would say it's very well done. How would I pitch it to you?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Boba
I stumped the host.
No, I don't want it to be where you're bashing another line. I personally think that this is the best version of this character. I have the other one.
There aren't many either, I think, right?
No, there's not.
Many out
so
there.
and so I think, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but I just like what they did with this. I don't think this is a single use. I think this is going to be used for other stuff, and so I think like that. But I just think that this is the best version of the character. I have the other ones, and I'm not comparing them, but I enjoyed this one just because of the gimmicky stuff and the little attention to details that they put in it. I haven't messed with the gun yet, though. I will admit that. But everything else, the sculpt work, the different looks, I think it's a really good figure.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he's beautiful.
He is. The suit stuff doesn't bother me. Because, I mean, how are you going to be putting him in a ninja pose?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like to see them remake this, throw him in a Batman 66 style?
I would like to see them do this in the Gotham by Gaslight version.
That would be cool.
You guys saw that version, that photo where all of them are all together and they, had Gotham by Gaslight Joker. There's a different look for him. I think he had a black face, red eyes, but they could light that up. And then he had it wasn't a dome like this. It was like a circular helmet with a rim and black face, black, and then you had the red. And I'm thinking that would be an easy light up for them. But it fits within that whole era. So yeah, I'd love to see him do this version of the character in that era. So I don't know.
MC, that's a great idea, MC. I would love to see that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing too.
Like a diver helmet.
Yeah.
If you look up the is that the one?
Yeah, that's the Gotham by Gaslight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I got a glare.
It looks good, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking through this stuff. But yeah, that's what I had. All right. So next. So we did a little warm up here. We are on streak number 28, just to let everyone know. The streak is on.
It's a good one.
You guys
it's better than the
know
Celtics.
how hard. Yeah, ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah, bad. So for tonight, we got some good topics. We've already been over some. Let's just add this and we'll see where this goes. Remind me to take this down when we're not talking. Boom! We already played Let's Play a game. We got trivia night. I was going to do that, but just didn't have time. We already did that. Top cons. So top cons for tonight. We'll just do some news and notes. Since we're Mezco snobs, we'll probably just stick with Mezco. I didn't have a lot of time to prep, so I hope you gentlemen are okay with that. Wanted to talk to you guys about MezcoCon. I think we have some big brains here. I think we could probably. I think we might be able to. decode some things.
Are you having more guests on? Is that what it is? Other guests?
No, it's just you. That's the Boba segment. Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
call it
because
a
you said
bonus.
big brains. So
Yeah, all of us together will equal at least one big brain.
exactly.
And then our bonus segment, I just called a Boba segment.
Oh, nice.
News and notes, really quick. Things I found on the internet. I thought this was pretty interesting, and I thought it'd be a nice way to start the show. Boom! Have you ever seen the woman who won the world's biggest mouth record?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is that real?
Yes, sir, it is.
That's not Photoshopped?
No, sir, it's not.
No, that's crazy, man.
It's disturbing.
Is she joining
It
the show
is.
or no?
No.
Just a no-brainer.
If you'd like a fun read, go through the comments because there are some edgy ones, and then there's ones are like a guy said something like, "Geez," he goes, "I can't imagine hearing her yell at you or argue with you," just stuff like that. But then there's some pretty lewd ones in there.
It'd probably blow you down.
Yeah. So we can talk about this really quick. This is a photo by a friend of mine. His name is Ed Noto, and this is one improvement I want to try to make on it. They give you a clear one. I thought this one looks really good. He mentioned in the group that if you go to Michael's, they have the silicone tubing if you want to do that. And if you want to give them that kind of cryo look.
Yeah, that's cool.
So just in case everybody wants to know. The reason why I'm talking about this is because, of course, I showed this really quick and I started messing with this last night. These are all the pictures that I sent to CC to rub it in his face because he was being good and not showing us. He's not going to open his. But yeah, a couple of different things about this. I thought it was pretty cool. I made a post about this today. This is funny, and I actually got some good help. I figured I'd share it. I dropped these batteries 3 times, and not fun. Because you're trying to. I don't know if you can see it, but up here there's a little spring. And you can fit 3 of these pretty well, but when you get to the 4th one, it's like playing that game Perfection. You remember? It's like, yeah. So imagine all those batteries just going everywhere, and of course, falling off because they like to eat shit. And so, yeah. But members in the group actually gave me a great tip. I don't know if you guys know about this, but you take a piece of tape and you put all those little batteries together, and you put it on the tape, and you stick it in there. Little DIY, do it yourself hack.
Paige, you never cease to amaze me, brother.
That wasn't me. That was the group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, good information, man. Good information out there.
You learn a lot out there.
You can, man. So I'm really impressed with this. But the reason why I'm showing you this is because remember you were asking me, Boba, about what I like about this, and we've talked about this on the show a couple times. But I really think that they're gonna use this again. And we've talked about the dive suit. Somebody messaged me and they said, you keep talking about this dive suit. What is this dive suit? So if you'll allow me just really quick. So if you have this Nautilus journal in here, you're going to see that they have the dive suit for Captain Nemo because we've got the crew. We've already bought wave riders. I've already spent a bunch of money on this shit already. But hey, let's throw in a dive suit, right? So you got your dive suit, and everyone knows. You can see right there. It looks pretty familiar, right?
Yeah, very, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Very similar here, right? So I have a very good feeling that they're going to be using this design. So I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, why did they take so long?" I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that they were going to redo this, and you can kind of see some of the stuff that they have. Look at that! Can you imagine if they put like octopus stuff? Just change some of the sculpting and everything.
That's fire, man.
Yeah. Somebody said, I don't think they're going to do it. But if you look through this book, I already showed you a couple examples. But then also in here, I don't think I've heard anybody talk about this. But if you look very closely, that's where the party is. But if you look closer, oh, there he is. It's going to happen, I'm telling you.
Wow. Attention to detail.
anal on board sometimes when I'm just sitting on the toilet.
What's scary about that is they showed the whole crew in dive suits.
Yeah, that is scary.
You're gonna need 12.
And I know, man. That's how they got.
Yo, you know what?
Those wave riders,
Can I
man.
ask a question to the people out there? Speaking of the crew, I was asking the guys about this. Does anybody out there know if any other Mezco has tattoos besides Popeye and this guy, the one crew member? I don't know if you guys can see that, but
Oh, Blade.
Blade. Boom.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, good call, good call. But that's it, I think, right? That would be it.
Besides him and Blade.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. Popeye has the little anchor, right? It's little lines. Blade has the tribal, right?
Yeah.
But this is the first time. It's going to be hard to show you guys, but that octopus on his head is like insanely detailed. I mean, that is an amazing tattoo. Let me see if you can show it.
Yeah,
I need more
you
light.
get one of those.
I see him light.
We need light. Right, here it comes.
There
You
you
guys see
go.
that?
Look at that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful figure. This whole set, though, man. Look at this harpoon, dude. This harpoon has like real. You see, we got like real rope, and it's just. Only thing I'm concerned about is this is super thin, like super. Look at that.
How many did they give you?
So you get one in each set. So I got 2 sets. So you get one of these. You get 2 of everything else pretty much, but this is the only thing. This harpoon is the only thing you get 1 of in a 2-figure set. But it is amazing. It really is. Again, the camera's not really doing it justice.
Is it so when you bent it? So it's softer plastic, huh?
Well, yeah, it looks like it definitely has some bend. It does. See a little bend, but not too much bend. It's definitely not as soft as you might think, but it's a little flexible. But this is very scary, but it's gorgeous. But everything else here, man, that they did, the axe is like high quality, and it's so thick. And this one I wouldn't be worried about. This one's definitely strong, and the details, and everything. Dude, that's what Mezco got me, man. It's the details. That's what it's about for me. That's why I love that micro thing you're doing, man. I think that's amazing. Shows off things that people wouldn't ordinarily notice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially with some of the accessories like machinery and stuff like that, like local Union Gomez. There's like grit and grime on that kind of stuff. I don't think it gets a lot of appreciation. I thought of another one if it counts. Hawk P40. The Howling edition one. He has like a little tattoo.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I don't know him, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a machine though, right? So it's not really, but that's the one I thought of. Harley Quinn has tattoos. Oh yeah, that the Suicide Squad one that melts off. Yeah, that melts off. Good
call. Good call on that one, man. Who said that, Mario?
Yeah.
Good call.
Man, Mario is like the unofficial data guy. Man, he knows. We just say, "Oh, hey, what about the Hood's characters?" And he'll name off stuff for it and everything. It's like
oh, look at that! Adam dropped the harpoon. He passed the drop test. That's great. That's good to know. Because I'm scared shitless of dropping this thing.
While we're also on this whole Nemo kick and everything, I got this from Husky Toys. Dom, good friend of the show. So he actually showed me this. He had a theory. I'll run it by you guys. He thinks that there might be another character from the Nautilus crew coming. I think he said possibly his guess is maybe an SDCC exclusive. But he said that he noticed this gentleman right here who's not in the original. And they give him a little bit of try in other places too. And then this is a weapon that we haven't seen, along with the Jaws of Life. And then this too. He thought that there was something with that. But hey, there's that tattoo you're talking about.
Or maybe it'll be like the Barbarian booster kit, where they'll sell a little kit with more heads, and then you'd have to buy more of their crew, obviously. But Maybe it'll be something like that. I don't know.
And a boot. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's run down the panel really quick with that. What do you guys think about that with the boot? I know we've talked about it in general, but now it's confirmed. And what do you guys think about that? Does that bother you? Do you think that that's a way that it could be fixed by having like a little Nautilus booster kit and putting a boot in there? Bob, what do you think? You're first.
I think it would be cool, but I'll be honest, man, I don't have too much of a problem with it because a lot of these type of characters, you know, they lose limbs, you know, sharks and everything else. The only thing I might do is I might dry brush or paint one darker. You know, maybe I'll do one like black or brown or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it would be cool just to have the option, you know. Options are always great. And Mezco always gives us options, you know, and so I think it would be neat. But I don't have a problem if it stayed like this. I really, really don't. I wish I could swap it from like this guy's leg to this so that he has the left and the other one has the right. But obviously, I don't know if that would work with the boot, you know, being on the wrong side.
Yeah.
But
CC, what do you think? What do you think about that?
I don't know how difficult it would be to engineer it. I mean, I suppose they would have to design the peg leg so that way, you know, the height would better match the boot.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have been a cool feature if you were able to just pop and swap that.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not screaming foul or anything on their part because it's not like the advertiser said it was going to be able to do that. So I don't see anything wrong there. But I think me, just like anybody else, you know, the more options we have, like we never say no to. We're like, oh no, we don't need any more options. We'll always take more options. Right? Options and accessories, we'll always take more of those.
sure.
Really quick before I get to you, MC, like Boba, because I don't have it in hand yet. And I know you do this every once in a while. Can that peg leg be taken off, and then can you take a boot from another character and put it on, or no? Don't break it if you.
No, I'm just trying to wiggle a little bit to see. It definitely could come off for sure. I think I saw somebody do it, but I don't think it just pops off. I think you probably have to heat it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if the peg that they used for that peg leg, if it was
Yeah,
compatible
it doesn't
with
feel
the
like
boot.
it's made, you know, like Vapor's shoes. It doesn't feel like it's just made to pop off. You probably have to
Yeah.
heat it up a little bit. Yeah. And the other thing I'm going to challenge somebody to do is to put this jacket on, because I'm not very good at it, I guess, because I totally killed his mobility, like completely. I don't know if it's me doing something wrong, but it's got the little flap here with the Velcro. It's I don't know. I want to see if somebody could do it better than I did, because for some reason I can't seem to get it on very well. Just have to play with it a bit more.
MC, what do you think about the boot? Boot gate.
Boot gate. If it can be swapped, you know, if you can pop them, I mean, it's always good. Like Cory said, you know, accessories. Nobody would want a problem with accessories. I'm just thinking, could you put swap it to the other guy that has two legs and put it on his other foot? I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess you still have the same problem. I don't have one in front of me where I'm trying to think like he's got on the left and then never mind. My idea didn't work.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like how you could swap it so you have two guys with peg legs on, you know, pegs on different legs. But I you know, we got to cut and stitch. Why not get a boot and swap or boot and scoot or something? I don't know. Something.
Do you think that would make people mad though? Like if they did it afterwards, or would people take that as an improvement?
No matter what, people will be pissed off no matter what they do.
Yeah, I just wonder because you know, like let's say 2-3 months down the road, they say, okay, here's the kit, but it has the boot in it. You know, people, oh well, I bought extra sets, or you know, I know somebody. I think if they throw a
little bit more meat in the package, so to speak, you know, like throw another harpoon, throw some other accessories that maybe they don't have that would look good with a Nautilus crew. Like, I don't know.
Like some of those weapons that Husky showed us, I guess.
Yeah. You know, throw a few things, you know, that like from the old kits, the old Wave Rider kit, the original kit in the Dio one, you know, like you could throw up some maps, like some scrolls and stuff like that, or you know, throw a few accessories like that in there, and I think people would go ham and just be like, oh wow, I got another boot. That's, you know, they wouldn't dwell on that so much.
Yeah.
You mean
But
this
you
guy right
definitely
here?
have to tell them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's man, that figure
Yeah, he
is
comes with
sick.
he came with great stuff. These little maps are awesome, dude. They're awesome.
Yeah, and all printed. All of them have like stuff on them. Like
Yeah,
they're all
yeah.
printed maps.
It's amazing. Good
Mm.
stuff.
Mm. All right, let's get to a big part of the day today. Because this has been teased for a while, and then it finally came to fruition. So today, Firefly went up. Went live today. This has an estimated release date of what was it? Was it December, February to next year, right? Yeah. He has 32 points of articulation, so that's the same as like Destro, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, but he has 2 more than Roadblock, and they're all the same height. So if you have one, all of these guys are all the same. I think it's like 17 centimeters. 10 set hand, 3 head portraits. The loadout for this character is insane for me. I thought it was really, really nice. Very generous. You get all this stuff for 112. So let me get you guys' thoughts while I'll just go through these photos. Boba, are you down with
The only thing
Firefly?
I have a problem with is it's not coming next week. That's the only problem I have. That thing is just, look at it, man. It's insane, man. That head sculpt, look at it. He looks like a psychopath, man. That's awesome. Look at him.
Whoa.
He's going to cause some serious damage, man.
Yeah, that scope work is nice, even just for the past. What stuck out to you the most? Like what accessory or what feature?
The drone effect was really cool. I think that was really, really nice touch. We haven't seen anything like that yet. And that's just really, really cool idea. But I should have probably gotten a second one, to be honest with you, now that I'm looking at him, because I don't know if you know Drone. Well, speaking of Drone Customs, he's making a Punisher face, camouflage face, painted face,
Mm-hmm.
and he would look sick on that body probably. I might have to do that now.
Jeez, look at that.
Wow, that was beautiful.
CC, what stuck out to you the most about it?
We
Wait a
all
minute.
know I'm an accessory guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The accessories, we were talking about it last week. I was looking forward to seeing what he would come with. I don't think they disappointed, and the soft goods look incredible. I'm really looking forward to seeing the harness with the backpack and everything and how that works, because that looks really, really good. Really, really good.
Look at that. Yeah, that's cool.
That's
I
sick.
know. Yeah, I know with the Hasbro one, that was one of the sticking points that flak vest that he had because it covered up his abs. So, and they look like they kind of did that. MC, what do you think about this?
The thing that still sticks out to me is that initial promo image, those eyes. That head sculpt is insane. Of course, accessories. I mean, he's going to make a good like troop builder too. Just a guy in camo,
Yeah.
you know, he can slap multiple heads, you know, just like a, you know, doesn't have to be a bad guy, you know, just a SWAT team coming in after Punisher or something, you know, like Boba, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally, man.
Better order more than one.
I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna.
My question is, when is Boba going to build my next Dio based on
You're gonna keep
So,
plugging that stuff.
got pictures, keep going.
What the $400 Dio?
Yeah.
They're you gonna sell to CC later for $3?
Yep, cut him a deal. Yeah, there's God damn it, these GI Joes.
I think these are removable, aren't they? I didn't look at. Let me look at the loadout again.
So much better than the original class, you know, obviously. But you know, they did that whole like he was like bomb disposal unit, like EOD.
They were. Look at that.
In that classified, and this guy is, you know, like actual espionage the way he should be. They're savage. My God, his face.
Yeah, he's a lot of things, man. He's even a ninja master apparently.
Yeah, Arasha Kanage, remember?
Yeah.
The boots. They did the
Right,
high tech boots. The high tech boots.
Amazing.
The eyes tell the story with him. I mean,
Yeah.
That's sick.
All right. When I saw this, the first thing I thought, there's a lot of reuse here.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of reuse.
Yeah, I saw this already on
Yeah, I saw this on
Tangerine.
whatever.
They're gonna reuse all those parts for her.
Yeah. Dude, this is you could tell that they're invested in this line. I mean, I know we had these conversations before. That's why I had them, but I wonder how far they want to go, because if they're investing this, this kind of like money, obviously, but then sculpt work and detailing, it seems like they really want this line to do well, and they are invested. But man, I love this. This is so nice. That thing's so nice.
That's not Destro's, is it?
No, Destro has a larger one, and that other one is like a breakdown one. I'm wondering if this is a takedown. I didn't see that on that.
That's not the same, right?
No, I don't
No,
think it.
no, you're right.
The one thing that I am wondering about is these pouches. These look like the same design as the one for Death Adder, and I know a lot of people were saying they have a little bit of a time getting those to like attach and stay on, and some people talked about their clips. So I'm wondering if that's something that they improved on with this version of the character. God, there's so much. You could look at Boba. Look, there's your arsenal for Punisher. You added more stuff.
Dude, I'm gonna have to make more armories. I'm gonna have to make him an armory.
Yeah.
Firefly armory for sure.
Yeah, this thing looks nice. So, show of hands, who got this? All right, good.
Who got more than one?
Yeah.
Me soon.
I did. I won't lie.
No, you did, Paige.
No, you did not, Paige.
Oh yeah, I bought 3 of these things, man. Like this is like one of those special ops, like one of those SAS forces kind of things, or Russian troopers. Yeah. The weapons, I mean, God, man, this thing looks nice. I shouldn't stay on that for.
Doesn't Diabolique have the night vision goggles too? You could slap on him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Punisher too, fully loaded. He's got like a goggle binocular thing.
Yeah, but like, there's just, look at that. Like, I get it. Somebody's gonna look at it and say, "Oh, that's Firefly," but like MC said, you just take the head off. You put somebody else's head on there, or dude, even with that, I mean, if you're really nitpicking that, it's a masked assault trooper.
Oh, Jesus, trying to blank. Vapor, the little black tooth that he has, the little ski mask that he has, you can put that over somebody else's face too.
Oh, the baklava?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Remember that? I only did it one time. And Mezco means to make another dial, man. Frankenstein was the only one that made from 112, and that one was dope. Yeah, that
Gordon
kind of Polystone one. Well, they did one for the Batman versus Mutant Leader. That was a Polystone like pit that they made.
Gordon had that rooftop cardboard one.
Yeah.
With the light.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What sound does the light make again? I never knew the bat signal had a sound that goes with it. Yeah.
It travels so fast.
Yay, she's here. She's only here for Boba, so
in case Batman can't see it and he hears it.
Yeah. Craig's here too. Man,
who's here? Minis? You said Minis?
Yeah, Minis was here. Yeah.
Hey, Minis.
Craig did a show, and then he came to the show. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Not enough Wolverine Logan boots out there. Hello, Charlie. How you doing? I had 2 Fireflies. Firefly is stacked. Yep. So yeah. This is. I'm excited about this, man. Kind of leads into what we'll talk about next. And please forgive the photos. These are kind of old. What this is just to give us a little bit of an idea. We talked about this, but it's nice to get fresh perspective. I think Boba was on. Maybe get our juices flowing a little bit more creatively. We all know MezcoCon is coming up, aka SDCC 2023, not 22. So that's going to be coming up in July. Date-wise, I think it's around what? It starts the 19th or something, 18th or something like that. Don't quote me on that. So, but we're going to be seeing a bunch of stuff, I'm pretty sure, from all toy companies. And then, of course, our favorite toy company. So, what I wanted to start off with is before we do this, because you guys did mention this, and it kind of ties into this about new stuff. We talked about Indiana Jones earlier, right? Did we do this last week? It's okay. Boba's here. So, Indiana Jones. Let's just say hypothetically, they announced that they're going to do the Indiana Jones line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stop me if I ask this, but don't stop me. What would be the first 5 figures you would like to see from Mezco if they did the Indiana Jones series? Boba.
Oh my God. That's tough. I mean, I would say definitely the main, excuse me, the main ones, Indy for sure. And I don't know, the female though, Buck would have to be, it would have to be fixed by then. You know what I mean?
Right.
For Mezco to do it, I think, because if they make her in that dress or something, but yeah, I'm not good with all their names. But who's the guy whose face melted with the black again? Who burnt his hand
Thought.
with the medallion?
Toth.
Yeah. Thought.
Yes. The other guy, the main bad guy with the white hair, I never remember their name. Sorry, guys.
Are you talking about Crusader?
Donovan? Donovan?
Yeah, for sure. And even though it's not the first one, I would love to see a little short stack, from
short round? Oh, short round? Yeah.
Oh, what did I say? Short stack, short round, yeah.
No, that's
Short
even
round.
better. Short stack.
Short stack.
Short
Hey, that
and
works,
low.
right?
Mhm.
Dr. Jones?
Yeah.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
He's got a bunch of good lines.
I love that dude, man. I love him now too. He's great
Won an
now.
Oscar. He won an Oscar.
He just won an
Mhm.
Oscar, yeah. And guess who gave it to him? Wasn't it Harrison that
Yeah. They
That's
got a
awesome.
big hug, like a whole, photo op with them hugging and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. But yeah, for me, the 5 main, characters there would be great. I'm not good with names, so forgive me on that. But yeah, I mean, just give me an indie, man. Just give me a soft goods indie, and I would be, yeah, you can kill me after that.
Cece, what do you think? What 5 would you like to see?
Well, obviously, a lot of the same ones that Boba mentioned. Mola Ram would be pretty cool, right? It'd be really cool to have him in there, and a German soldier. Like nobody wants to touch that, but how many German soldiers would you end up having to buy? Like if Mezco ever wanted to print money, just a literal troop builder like that, everyone had to have 6, right? It'd be bankruptcy.
Especially with Cap, Captain America, that'd be great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he'd be great with Cap.
Yeah, that works. Nice.
Obviously, Red Skull, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since he stole your thunder, MC, what do you got?
Well, I guess I got to go with Mutt. Sean Connery, Dr. Jones's dad.
Oh,
great.
Yeah.
Because you can use him for so many other options too if you have that head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's go with Willie, your favorite Paige.
I forgot how annoying
Good look on his face.
Yeah.
Well, I watched it and she's just like, I'm like, oh God, it's getting bad.
I would like some of Mola Ram's henchmen, like the guy with the big rock. That gets crushed. Everybody else said so far, and Sala.
Yeah.
And I got one more, don't I? I don't know. Go with.
What about the girl that has a crush on him in the classroom?
Oh, I love her. Yeah.
The winker.
The blinker, yeah.
I don't watch Octavius. Who's the guy that in the first movie? He's like the whip for the idol.
Oh yeah, the tour guy. Yeah, or the guy that he's trying to go.
Or
no time to argue. No time to argue.
Lindsay, the pilot.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one too.
But
good choices. Oh man.
All I think.
Well, that's what I mean. When you start listing them out, it's almost like it kind of gets narrowed down because of the price.
Yeah.
I definitely want Raiders Indy. I don't want Willie. I don't want Mud. I'll take a short stack. For just dumb reasons, I'd like I forgot his name. The black captain that was on there. You remember?
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Um,
Just for fun.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, and then Donovan would be cool just because he'd be like kind of like multi-use, and then Belosh, I'll take him.
which version?
Belloc, it's Belloc, huh?
Which version?
Would you guys like to see a professor, Indy? Or nah? That'd be boring, no?
You
He's
that
dressed
would
up
work.
like in the classroom.
MDX
Yeah,
right
that
there,
would work.
Boba.
I don't know. What do you think? You think that would be interesting?
I think it would
Or a little
work.
boring.
No, I think it would work, but but like with people because it's so many suited bodies, but it is indie. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
I
kind
wonder.
of touching.
I wonder.
Yeah. God, what did you say, MC? Oh, which version? The not the ceremony version.
Regular white suit, kind of,
Yeah.
or khaki suit, whatever
The
it is.
Puff Daddy version, the all
Yeah.
white linen.
Yeah.
All white linen. That's the one I want.
He did it.
Yeah, all white
He
party.
Catch me at the VMA after party.
Mm. So yeah, all right. So good warm up. Get the brain going here. So again, this is 2022. All I'm doing is just showing you some of the photos that they had. Kind of give you some perspective. Look at all those people. Hey, look at that guy.
Oh,
Hey,
looky there.
We've seen. Yeah.
He sat on the figure for a year. He was ready to ship then.
Yeah. Yeah. But as we're going through this, you can see that this display booth was that they had there was pretty big. And they
that's my
showed off a
boy.
lot of stuff. Yeah, that dealer. But they showed off a lot of stuff, right?
You're my boy, Blue.
Oh, I get it. That's it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But they showed off a lot of stuff. And while I'm going through this, have you guys ever been to SDCC? Have any of you guys? No?
I would love to, though. I would love to go to San Diego, period. California. I was just talking to somebody about that today. It's funny. The expensive place, obviously, to live, but I would love to visit. You know what it is? All those 80s teen movies, like
Mhm.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Spring Break, all those movies, they always made me always want to go to California, you know? I always wanted to. Bucket list, for sure.
Definitely. So, wait a minute. There he is. I didn't catch that. So anyway,
Who's that guy?
so
He takes
nobody.
pictures.
I know. I heard that. Yeah. But so nobody's actually been to San Diego, right? None of us on the panel, no.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that knocks down some of the questions I was going to ask. I guess we can move on. I was going to say, what was your best moment, worst moment? But anyway, hey, that's Toy Arc's photo.
Do you guys think Mez is done with physically being at these cons?
You know, I don't. I would think that if it was something like this, he would be there. It's pretty big, you know.
Yeah.
I wish I had that pull out of the booth, but hey, there he is. Hey,
There he is.
yeah. Okay. But no, I would think it's something like as big as this. I think he probably would be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. So to show you all of this stuff and kind of give you an idea of everything that they had there, it was a big booth, lots of offerings, lots of stuff that was updated, lots of stuff on display. What are you guys looking forward to possibly seeing out of the pre-order stuff that we have? We'll work on the Dream Team stuff here in a second, but there's been some pre-orders. I can pull that up if you guys need it as a refresher if you need it. But let's say all of us are just hanging out at SDCC and we're walking up to the booth and you're like, I want to see these figures in here on the pre-order list. What would they be?
You mean the things that we pre-ordered already, or that they already teased?
No, just the stuff that's pre-ordered, because when you look at this stuff, like the Nautilus crew and everything, that stuff that was on pre-order at the time.
Yeah.
We'll do the wish list stuff here in a second, but what are the lists that you looking forward to seeing?
I would say Solomon Kane for sure for me. I mean, CC talks about accessories, man. That boy is loaded.
Yeah.
I mean, even, what is it, the hair you could swap, or the face, right?
Yeah, I think it's one of those. I think it's a swap.
I think it's swappable hair. I'm not sure, but that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. What about you, CC?
Dr. Doom.
I knew it.
Dr. Doom. I got to see what that's going to look like. He's got to get teased, I think. I think we're going to see him. I can't imagine that we're this close to the release and him not make appearance. He's going to be a good one. I have a feeling it's going to be a good one.
He's going to be a happy boy.
Four Horsemen and Mezco. I find a hard time believing that those two would collaborate and it not work out.
Right.
Yeah. It's like Tupac and Snoop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this statue. I don't like statues, and I love this. MC, what about you?
Can
what about from the? Yeah, you can say as many as you want. I got 5.
Oh, I thought it was just one.
No, you name as many you want.
Green Goblin
Okay.
and the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
We'll swing back around. Boba, what about you? Which one?
With a stamp, he just took the one I was thinking about. Okay, I'm a huge horror fan, so I'm definitely gonna go with Leatherface for sure. I'm dying to see all those options. You know, the hard thing about Leatherface, though, what is it? I think you could do like 3 different versions of him in one figure. Now, does that mean I gotta buy 3 figures? I'm gonna have to be like Paige now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, to have them all like displayed at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know. That's gonna be a tough one for me, man. I might have to do that.
CC, No Limit Records. What do you got? No limit. You can go ahead and name as many you want.
Did I mention Doom already? Did I mention Doom?
Doom. I think you said Doom.
No.
Doom.
Did you pre-order Doom?
Do it again.
Doom.
Did I pre-order Dr. Doom? I might have passed on that one, actually. No, I definitely pre-ordered Dr. Doom.
I was gonna say.
Have we seen Gaslight Batman as far as in-hand image yet? Gaslight Batman would probably be up there for me. It'd be interesting to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The glider. I really want to see how they pull that off.
Yeah.
For sure. Isn't that one soon? I think that was
it's June, May, June, July. Yeah, June, July, August. June to August. Yeah.
That's great, man. Hopefully it sticks.
Yeah. So the ones I had was, of course, Dick Tracy.
Can I guess one of yours?
Go.
Roadblock.
No, I didn't have him on the list, honestly.
Roadblock didn't make your list?
Well, they showed him, and he looked good, so I didn't put him on there. I was trying to stick to ones that we kind of haven't seen. Gotham by Gaslight was one. Robin was one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see an in-hand, even if he's just standing, like,
Yeah.
I'd love to see Robin. I had, of course, the Shadow. Turtles. I had a guy named Doom. MF Doom, I think. Just Doom. And my
He doesn't have a PhD yet.
No, not yet. And then my last one was Ghost Spider. I want to see it just because it's the female. It's supposed to be on a new body, and just to kind of see it, size, proportions, and then also maybe depending on whoever's working the displays to kind of see how much range of motion that she has, because that's probably the biggest thing people want to know.
Yeah,
she got trashed. Everybody trashed it when the solicitation went up, and so.
Well, it could be they took the promo pictures before they had the book ready yet. It could just be that. So I mean, at that price point, I can't imagine. I mean, the price point kind of tells you it's going to be on a new buck, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call it.
I think so too. I think we've had that discussion before, but I think that it's a lot of times they do have that. They get the sample and they got to shoot it. They got to send out for solicitation, but it sucks
Mhm.
because a lot of people, that's their first eyes on there, and they're judging
Yeah.
their money on it. And then you've seen some of the comments, so it's like. So we'll move on to the dream team stuff now. What are things that you haven't seen teased or solicited that you would like to see them reveal? Because they've had like one or two of them, I think, last year. I don't think we saw that Golden Age black and gray suit Batman.
Mhm.
There was another one too. I can't remember offhand. But what would be your dream team? Like they say, guess what? We revealed this.
A new reveal? So nothing that was been revealed yet, right? A new
Yeah,
reveal.
this is your dream team. This is like, oh, I want to see King Conan. Oh, they already showed it. But I want to see
Yeah.
Dark Wolf and Tiger, something like that.
Yes,
Well,
but I'll be honest. If they were going to female buck, I mean, I think she would have to be seamless. Obviously, I think Vampirella would be really cool. I would love that. But for me, it's horror, man. We have so much horror. I would love to see a Pinhead. I would love to see a Candyman. There's tons of horror guys that I would love to see. I mean, what's the guy from Scream called? Ghostface. I guess. I mean, he's okay. It's not so interesting looking to me, It's not much going on there, but yeah, definitely Pinhead for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So I would go with a lot more horror. No doubt.
No, it's a good call. I know they have some of those licenses too.
Yeah, Evil Dead. You could do more Evil Dead stuff, and just so many different zombies, and it's just amazing. So was that Return of the Living Dead? Do you guys remember that? What was it like? He was like the oil guy, all covered in like oil or something.
Yeah.
He would be
and
sick.
they did some
Yeah.
of that. They had it was in 2019. They had teased the They Live figure, but I haven't seen that since.
Yeah.
They showed it another time too.
And the last one, I guess, out of the horror would be a Venom. A seamless Venom would be insane. He'd have to be seamless, I would imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a bigger frame that they would have to use, as far as like that skeleton inside. I'm a fan of it, but I know a lot of people don't like seamless. I think that there's potential, but that's just me. So, CC, what do you got? Dream team.
So I'm going to go comic with mine. And I've talked about these kind of before, but I would love to see them do more of the Golden Age DC villains. Joker, Penguin, Riddler. You could make it a 3-pack if you wanted. Those guys would be fantastic. And then more recently, a Mezco Doomsday would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. That would be like the showstopper for me. A Mezco Doomsday. That would be the mic drop at the end of the convention to me.
At like the show, or because one thing that they do is they have the actual event and then we get to do stuff virtually. So they're doing reveals. So you mean you'd like to see them either show it at the show, like some prototype, or just do a tease?
A tease would just be, because I'd imagine they're probably not that far along with it. Otherwise, I think we would have gotten more of a tease. Right. But just to show that it's on the horizon, that way you can start saving now, because you're talking about something that's going to be a big figure. You know what I mean? So that's going to be, it would be a must-have.
Polystone or no?
I wouldn't need Polystone. I really don't. Polystone is nice, but boy, does it make them heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, Mezco does such a great job with texturing and details anyway. Yeah. I don't think they need the added weight to make it, you can't feel the weight in a photograph or anything. So I think little unnecessary, but I do have that dark side. I don't have it up here, but that's an impressive figure.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things that because of the Polystone, like it's way more impressive in hand. Like it doesn't translate, obviously, when you're just looking at images or whatever, but in hand, that's a very impressive figure.
Yeah.
What about you, 2099? Dream team.
Cory stole my Doomsday. He's reviewing my notes before I get to say anything. So I'd like to see another Four Horsemen collab with Shredder.
Oh. Oh,
You know,
Diecast
that makes sense too.
Yeah, Turtles would need some villains. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
diecast, diecast parts on him would be badass, nice and shiny.
ooh,
mm.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sticking with that, some shiny parts. Cyborg Superman, since we're getting the recovery suit Superman.
Mm.
So tying with the Doomsday that was stolen from me by my good friend CC.
Doesn't Mafex make a Superman like that?
Somebody said there was something like that.
Anyway.
A new Miles Morales.
Oh,
Since
coincide
we're
with the
going
movie?
there with the Spider-Verse.
Coincide with the movie?
What's that?
Coincide with the movie? I mean, because it's getting released.
And then a showstopper for me would be the Scarecrow from Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be done. We've all seen that. Like, there's so many people that have done that.
Which version of Scarecrow would you want?
I would like maybe a cross between animated series and Arkham Asylum version, like kind of a hybrid between the two. Something creepy and really scary, but not Dark Knight from the movie.
Thing with Mezco is if they did the Arkham version with the needle hands, like he would have needle hands. Can you imagine how many people would be injured with the with that?
Interchangeable.
Yeah.
Careful with the hand swap. I went and got 4 stitches after I swapped hands. It'd be crazy.
What was that one that had like some really sharp? I know one of the Wolverines did, but there was one character that it's like you really got to be careful with it. Damn.
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, those dang talent. Yeah, and 2099. Those talents, bro. I love this idea. A Western Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Red Sonja. I just saw that one that new one that they showed with the Vampirella and Red Sonja. Who is it? Who does it? It's not TVOU. It was Maddie the Collector. What is it?
Super 7, no?
Not Super
No.
7.
No.
God.
God, who was that?
Oh, God. They did 3 of them. They did 3 of them.
I'll drop my affiliate link in the.
There it is.
Yeah. Click for more details.
Yeah, so yeah. They like your idea with Diecast Shredder.
Well, Minnie's just said that she loves horror. Probably the classic horror line would be great too. Get the Mummy, Werewolf, some more of that Silent Screamer stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if they're kind of done with that. They seem like they pulled away. How they started off with Frankenstein.
Yeah,
I thought that they were going to do the rest of them, but I guess they maybe pulled off away and maybe doing their own property. Even
Green Estates.
That one page?
Yes, sir.
Executive Replicas.
Is it? Okay.
Executive Replicas Loose Collector.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah, Maddie Loose Collector.
Vampirella, Red Sonja, and Hell Witch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look good. I haven't watched Jay Hernandez's review on it. Not yet. I had it in the queue. So man, you guys had some good ones. Yeah, you guys had some good ones.
Marty.
I'll throw that one in there at the last minute. They had one that was like kind of like a Rebel Without a Clue or a Back to the Future Gomez. That would be cool to see them do that. He had the jacket and all that stuff. I thought that was cool. The ones I had was get ready. The ones I had was for her. Tangerine. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see them show either virtually or I think it would be really cool if they showed it at the show. So Tangerine. Yeah. Selfishly, Luke Cage. I think they could do it. They got Roadblock and they've been messing around with Bald Black Men, so I think they could do that one. I had a Hood's character, any Hood's character. Just to see them kind of like, they've already done Vapor a couple times, so I think it would be cool if they did, Fat Cap or did Einstein. I think it'd be cool if they did one of those. Or, like I've been saying for a while, introduce a new female Hood's character.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then I also had Black Mask. I had that, but in a white suit. I think it'd
White
be cool
suit.
if they took, if they took another run at him.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then the last one I had, it's been a while. It'd be cool to see like a Gomez. I miss it.
Union was the last one, right?
Yes. Unless you count that reissue of the Holiday Gomez.
Yeah.
It was the same one from but you know what I mean? Like, there'd be somebody in the comment, no, Holiday Gomez.
Did a reissue, or did Kevin find a box of them laying in the back of the warehouse?
I wonder how that went, because I thought that once they had that, it was done, but they brought it back a couple times. But dude, it's been a while. It'd be cool to have a Gomez or like a Rumble Society character, or even a the Gangrene Estates. Maybe if they did something with that, just something to kind of go on. I know that a lot of times we get into these things. Oh, they give us too many roaches. They give us too many Rumble Society. But I personally think I like it. They're doing really well.
I'm surprised they haven't done a Western one yet. I'm shocked about that. Western, you would think a cowboy. Totally.
Yeah.
They Clint Eastwood type.
Yeah. That is. I think a lot of people are waiting for that.
Yeah.
So something like that would. Man, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how to jump on this and go backwards. So, well, I had it because I had it layered out, so it didn't seem like it was jumping. Okay, I'll just ask the question, right? Okay, so are you prepared for exclusives or an exclusive? More than likely, they're going to give us an exclusive, right? Are you prepared for one exclusive, two exclusives? Are you guys prepared?
Mentally or financially?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think mentally we're all on the same page with it. It's good, but financially, are you ready? Say now, because like we all know it's coming up, and we all know that
I would say yeah.
Going.
I would say only because the next few that are coming, I thankfully prepaid, so so that's a good thing. So yeah, I think I'm ready for it, and I think Sluggo's coming, man. I would imagine he's going to be very soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely ready.
CC, what about you? I know you're ready.
Where there's a will, there's a way, right? I always find a way to spend money that I don't need to spend. But
it feels good. It just feels good.
Yeah. It seems like it's about time we saw that Most Dangerous Roadshow, right?
Oh yeah.
No.
That would be cool to see. MC, what about you? I know you're ready.
Well,
you're ready.
I know that Bricks and Bread was based on Cory on CC. They actually filmed in his house for his next Mezco release, so he's ready.
My accessory set would just be called bread. It would be ramen and bread.
Hey,
wanted attention again. So.
Oh, look at that.
She's trained though. She doesn't eat Mezco's Paige. Look at.
Nice. Must be nice. Well, the reason why I said that is because if you look at some of this stuff, and I'm not just talking about, these are some of the reviews. Hey, there you go, CC.
Oh, yes.
I'm telling you.
Get me for pie, CC. I got you since you missed that pre-order. I'll bundle it in with this diorama.
Yeah.
It's cool to see some of the stuff that they showed.
There you go.
There you go, Boba.
Oh my God. Please.
I
forgot about that one. The Doc
Ock will be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, these tentacles. I'm wondering how they'll do that. Like they have bendy wire or something. But
like the hell out of those.
I don't care what anybody says. I like this.
Single jointed tentacles.
I zipped past it, but I say that because they had 5-point stuff that were exclusive, so it's going to go across the line. I know not everybody's going to buy that kind of stuff, but I know that this was the exclusive last year, right? And I mean, I think we can all be honest. Like, I think people with the Krieg, just the different things. Like it was hard to get it initially, and then it kind of caught back up, and I think people lost interest, and so they put this out, and people were already kind of soured on it,
Yeah.
and people were just so this was their last exclusive that they had, and so I just think when you look at this, and as much as people give them flack for stuff, I mean, you can look at the company history. I think that they realized that, this is something that didn't resonate this year. And I honestly think because of that, because of COVID kind of being, knock on wood, kind of back behind us now a little bit more, I honestly think that they're going to go all out this year at this place, at this, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm talking about multiple exclusives, because they've done that before. They've done it where they put up 2 or 3 of them. And so I really think that they kind of took this to heart and said, you know what, let's try to go all out this year. And they're gonna not only wow us with exclusives, but they're also gonna really put out stuff that they have. At least I'm hoping.
Do you think they'll go back to having some licensed exclusives, or do you think they'll stick with the IP stuff?
I don't know. I don't know because of the way things have been going with COVID. I don't know if everything's kind of caught up and maybe they're in a better swing now. They just had that estimated release dates, even though they weren't too much, but I like their license stuff. I think that they do well. I think it's all balanced pretty much,
Yeah.
It's some.
The complaint used to always be when they did the license stuff was that, why would you take such a popular character and then make it exclusive? Because people obviously would sometimes miss out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I think they kind of took that to heart, and then they started just doing the IP exclusives. And then everyone's kind of started complaining about, oh my God, I don't really need this. Well, isn't that kind of the idea? Like, if you didn't want it, it wasn't one of those things you had to have. But for those that love it, it was there and made available. So
right.
It was kind of 2 different approaches. And I think, different strokes for different folks. But because I still remember the nightmare of Spec Ops. That thing sold out in 45 seconds. It was almost instant.
Yeah.
Almost instant.
Sorry. I bought them all. Sorry.
Yeah. Boba did.
Yeah.
Well,
I almost want to think, was that the last licensed exclusive they did like that? Was Spec Ops? Or would it have been Strange?
No, they've had other ones. I have to look at some others. They've had other ones. But that's what I mean with them kind of adjusting on the fly.
They do.
Because they've had these things where they get the feedback. I know a lot of people don't think they do, but you could just I look at what people do. Somebody says something and they go, well, we don't like this. Like do you remember when that Gomez came out? It was the Hazard Squad, and you had to push down that button and hold it.
Yeah.
And everybody was up in arms about that.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody's like, oh, well, why have a lighter feature? And then now you have this. I think a lot of times we get wrapped up in a lot of stuff, and we think in real time we could say, hey, the next offering, you just need to do this and fix it. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But I do think that they listen to criticism. I just don't think that they are transparent enough to where people want them to be. Where they're on their social media and saying, hey, we're sorry about this, we'll fix it. Or, hey, we're doing this. I think they're more like, okay, let's take this in and we'll just do it. That's why I think that this show is going to be, there's going to be some really, really big moments, I think.
Yeah.
I always thought that lighting feature with the pushing the button, keeping it pressed for the Hazard Squad, I had a feeling that was like a throwback, because back in the old days, that's how it was, when something had something like that. I think that's where they were going with that. I guess it didn't work out, it kind of backfired maybe, but I thought it was pretty neat. I mean, for pictures and stuff, it would make it hard, but didn't somebody mod it to stay on?
I put something in between there. I put a little piece of, you could just put a little piece of paper in there and it holds it on. But the whole, like you just said, the commercial was all shot in that style too.
Yeah.
Maybe it just didn't communicate well with
the message. Think it did.
Yeah. So, MC, what do you think? like IP stuff. He's like, man.
I mean, last year was the year of skulls. It felt like to me. You know, we got pink skull, pink, which I'm not complaining because, you know, we got a lot of great pink skulls. We got the Black Skull Death Brigade finally. I mean, you can say that, you know, Atticus Doom has a skull head, however you want to look at it. You know, we got a lot of skulls. Another Gomez, I will never say no to another Gomez. I would even like to see them revisit, you know, somebody in a white gi, you know, little white head, pink eyes. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
To fill the one spot in my void. But a new original character, you know, like Slugfest, you know, I know he's been teased. That would be really cool to see. And Tangerine, of course. That's kind of where I am, you know, like I'd be cool with pretty much anything from their own IP. I love Rumble Society. Like, what was the last Rumble Society we got? Death Adder?
I think so.
So
yeah,
throw another Hazard Squad at it. Let's see the Rat or McGuff. Like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be really excited for that, to finish the squad.
Well, you know, also in the past they've done a mix too. That's why I brought up the multiple exclusive thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seems like last year they did show this Eradicator that's their own IP, and then because of other things too, it just didn't resonate. So that's why I was thinking, oh, because you adjust on the fly, you say, okay, well, let's offer our IP, whatever it is, and then we'll do like we did traditionally, where they've done like Gordon, Moon Knight, you know what I mean? And they've offered a licensed product. That way you please both worlds.
Yeah.
You know, theoretically, the person that says, I hate they keep doing roaches or Rumble Society. Okay, well, guess what? Here is a Marvel DC character for you. Oh, I'm not into the license stuff. It just takes too long. Well, here's our IP.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I mean about the multiple thing, because you know how finances are right now. It's, you know, to get people kind of in that mindset too of thinking, hey, you might be spending, depending on whatever it is, something from their IP or something from a license. Good thing is it's easier to get. I remember I used to have to pay somebody to stand in line for me to make sure I got the exclusive. Now they seem to put it online, and it's good. So thank God that, you know, knock on wood, that it doesn't happen, but thank God we're able to have access like that now. So
And they haven't done a secret drop too, right? In a long time.
shh, don't say that.
Did I just jinx it?
I'm glad we're not getting the what was it, Asia Goal. I'm glad I haven't seen one of those in a while too. Honestly, those were tough. The Asia Goal.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't hate. Those are the biggest high-end purchases, and then also the most not stressful, but those are the most difficult ones for me to get.
Yeah.
Especially when you start doing those rare shows like the Shanghai Toy Show that only certain people were able to go to, and I'm glad they don't do that anymore. I'm glad they haven't.
I hate converting funds to find out if it's like really worth it. Holy shit, $40 to ship this from Hong Kong. And
Well, they know now. Like the people that are over there, they were like, the Americans want this, and they know it's an exclusive, and they're completists out there, so I'm going to charge for it.
Suckers.
Well, yeah, well, you don't want it like that. I remember I used to talk to a guy once, and I was like, hey, man, there's stuff here that I know you want. New York stuff, you know, even exclusives, because international collectors, it's bad for them. I was like, why don't we work out a deal? You know, you do this for me, and I'll do the next 2 or 3 exclusives that are stateside for you, and try to like build a network, like that kind of stuff. Because he showed me, like, he'd have this pile of it, and I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm charging $400 or $500 each. I'm like, all right, man, do your thing, but I'm like, you could set aside and do some networking in it, make it easier for yourself too. Yeah, I really want Gordon. There we go. Let's talk. But
what was the highest that Asia Gold Craig was going for, that red one guy? Do you remember?
depends on who and where.
Like, what's the highest you saw it out there for
the red one?
Yeah. Like when it first, you know, when that craze was all happening.
the highest I saw was, I think it got to like 5, and the
Wow.
average was, yeah, and the average
Really?
was like 3. The average was 3. You really want to know one the MC is talking about, that white shadow assassin. That thing went up to like $1,800,
That's crazy. Jesus.
and people were paying it.
I saw somebody selling one for 900, I think, not too long ago.
Yeah,
That was the lowest I saw it.
yeah. So I don't know. It's just, but it's good. We have access to this kind of stuff now, and it's not like that anymore. So I feel grateful.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
not.
beautiful thing.
Yeah. All right. So to kind of do, let's do Boba time. Bonus time.
Boba time. Stop. Boba
Yeah,
time.
Boba time. Boba said he wanted to talk about Punisher, Conan, and dioramas, and I know you guys said that you guys had some questions for Boba. As far as diorama making, not trying to figure out a way
You want my social security number?
No, they've been working you the whole show for that time.
Well, we can just pick one of those. We don't have to talk about all 3. Yeah.
You are the guest, sir. Which one would you like to talk to?
I don't know, man. I think I guess we'll go with Conan. Because you guys know how I feel about Punisher. There's 2 more Punishers that I pray every night before I go to bed that Mezco makes, and it's the Kill Crew and the Nemesis one. Those are 2 that I would love to see, though. But I don't want to bore you guys with Punisher. Conan wise, yeah, man, it'd be great to after King Conan, maybe to get into the Arnold movie a little bit. I would love a Thulsa Doom, man. Thulsa Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Those Super 7s, I tell you, when I see them, I'm like, yes, look at the character. But then I'm like, I'm not digging it too much. It's too. It doesn't have the detail that Mezco has. I'm waiting for that. I would love to see the Arnold movie in Mezco form, without a doubt. So many characters. Oh my God, they could use so many. How do you guys feel about Conan? Are you guys fans? What do you guys feel?
One of you guys want to go first, or
Cece?
Yeah. I'm not a huge Conan guy. I'm probably more of a casual Conan. I have more of an attachment to the old Conan movies, more so than I ever do the comics. I never was really much into the Conan comics. I was more of an X-Men guy during that time period in comics. But the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies I absolutely loved with Conan. So that's kind of why I stick with those.
Yeah, I'm a 80s kid like you guys, and more attachment to the movies than the comics also. I don't think I've really read but maybe a handful of the Conan comics. I only have the recent Conan release. I didn't get the first one. And I have Death Dealer, of course. I really like that figure, and Paige got in my pocket on that one too. Reading the comics and all that. Death Dealer I'm a big fan of, and I was fortunate enough to meet Sarah with Paige at a convention.
She's great, man. I haven't met her in person yet, but she's awesome.
Oh, she's awesome.
Super cool, like down to earth, very approachable girl. So I really
Paige,
gain more respect for the like the characters and stuff. But I will buy King Conan. I definitely I enjoyed the Barbarian one a lot, and the booster set that we were playing around with before we came on the show. But Death Dealer, I have a picture in mind that I still want to shoot. It's like third on the list of things. I'm done tomorrow. Vacation starts. Sorry.
Awesome, man.
But yeah, and seeing your honestly, seeing your dios, the work that you put out for Conan, it's very inspiring. It makes me go more attached to the figure because I see what you're doing with it, and it's just fantasy wasn't really my thing, so to speak, like that whole fantasy realm. But
if that was never your thing, it's hard, But the brutality of the character and the era that they portray, to me, is just incredible. It's like Gladiator, right? Everybody went to the Dome, to the Coliseum to watch these guys literally kill each other.
Yeah.
It was such a savage, brutal time, you know. And I'm not saying I like violence or anything like that, but you know, it's interesting to see how how humans were, you know. Like right now, people watch boxing or they watch football and how they hit each other, and they go, "Oh, it's brutal."
Yeah.
No, those guys were getting fed to lions back in those days, you know. That was brutal.
Yeah.
But I hope King Conan comes with a throne. That's all I'm saying. If he doesn't, I'm gonna make him one, obviously. But I hope he comes with a throne.
Yeah. Are you more of a fan of the movies, the comics, or the novels? Like which one do you?
That's hard, man. I got to say, when I was a kid, I was a huge comic fan, and I had so many Conan comics. Me and my friend, I don't know if he's in the chat because I can't see anything in the chat, but we used to draw our own Conans, you know, our own comics. We actually used to make the little squares and everything with Conan and everything. But it's hard for me to choose. It's very two different worlds, you know.
Yeah.
But the Arnold Conan, the first one, obviously, Destroyer kind of lost me a little bit, unfortunately. I think it's a perfect like fantasy movie. It really is. Has everything. Has action, you know. It has drama. It has great effects. And Tulsa Doom turns into that snake. That was, for that time, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Really amazing. What about you, Paige? You're a big Conan fan, right? I know you're a big Sarah fan, bro. You're a big Conan fan?
Yeah. You know, I was a fan. I still am of the movies, but yeah, man. I love Conan, man. I think it's a great character. I think, and I really got turned on to it, obviously, because of Sarah. So it's amazing how. And I get sometimes when people talk about customer service now, it's amazing how something that's not really directed to something or attached to something can make you see things or appreciate things in a different value. Like when I met her, I didn't know much about Frazetta's art. I didn't know much about the character. And then meeting her and how approachable she was and how nice she was, I was like, man, and you guys have seen. I'll be a research machine and I'll just go but that experience just kind of led me to others. But it branched me off into other things too, like Death Dealer. That was in there too. It was just cool that Mezco did it. But then also there's that new series, that Dawn Attacks, you know, that they do. But it's just really cool how something that's not really attached to that can actually steer you in a different direction. So I love
opening the world. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. Not just with the comics or the figure too, but the art part of it, the history. I started reading more about that, and it's cool. It opens up really good doors. But I like that character. I like the offering that Mezco did. I think it's a sleeper, obviously. You guys remember that? Everybody's like, "Oh, where's Conan? I need Conan."
Yeah, where's the soft goods? There's no soft goods. It's not what's the point.
Yeah. So, and it would be cool, I think, if they did some more with maybe that line. I don't know if they'll have the ability to talk to her and do some of the other stuff that they do, like the Fire and Ice kind of stuff. But
yeah. Well, Fire and Ice is making a comeback now, so maybe that'll, spark something.
Yeah, I think that Conan, it got dropped from Marvel, and now it went to some another company, and they're doing more of the was it the Machine art?
Yeah, more independent stuff now. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a guy who can replicate his work pretty well, but has his own style, and they went over to that company, and they're doing that. It looks really good. I got the free comic book day one, so long-winded it. All right, well, fellas, you guys probably know I'm gonna have to take care of some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome show.
I got one question. I didn't get to ask my question.
Question, go.
Shoot.
I had a bunch of questions, but I'll limit to one. I was all ready for my interview with Boba today. I would love to know what Boba's first diorama was and what inspired it.
Okay, so you guys remember the scene in Return of the Jedi? I'm assuming you guys know, but the Emperor's room, he's on his throne, and you see the window with all the little cutouts of how their design is. So I had seen a guy do something with a laundry basket. You know, where you went to a 99-cent store, bought those cheap little laundry baskets, and you cut the bottom out because it had kind of a similar design. You just have to be, you know, cutting certain little areas to make it look. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to totally do this. And my first one was Han Solo in carbonite. You know, he was when he was hanging from the wall at Jabba's palace. I made one of those, and I didn't keep it. I should have kept my first one. I gave it to my friend. He still has it. But after that, man, I was addicted. I was hooked right away, man. Like, it just took off from there. I started learning more about nature because, you know, you watch nature, you see how things work, and you see how they are, and it just inspires you in so many ways. Everywhere I would look, it was like, okay, well, I could use that. Oh, I could use this. I could use this. It's just such a creative flood that it opened in me, man. But yeah, it was the Han Frozen in Carbonite display. That was my first one. You got to see my first dojo. I have my first dojo. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
One day I'll show it to you guys.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing. But you know, you go back and sometimes you go back and you see something you did or you did see your work, and it's not up to par of what you feel you can do now. So yeah, it's a little embarrassing. But I only save it because it's got like a little emotional attachment, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have well, maybe it can build into a question, but I want to share something about when we hung out, like seeing.
Don't tell them that part.
Well, I won't go too deep into it. I'm not going to ask if you're still available, but
you don't go too deep.
I got when we were in line for Rise of the Resistance, and you remember when we kind of looked through those caves, kind of, and you saw like how it had like that rock valley and stuff, and like I just saw this light go off. Like you were inspired, and it was so cool. Like listening to you talk to me, like, oh, I could do this, I could do this. And remember, like it had like that overhang with like that kind of like little stream running through it, and you're like, this would be an amazing dio for Conan, I think it was, or Death Dealer. I don't even remember. You're like building that. Do you find more inspiration? That's how I'll build it into a question. Being outside and seeing things, or do you draw more inspiration from other media such as comics or movies? Like, where do you find the most to do your dios?
Well, definitely movies are a big part. I'll freeze frame tons of movies and take pictures of the screen and stuff. But nature for sure is a huge one. I still want to do that. I want to make a diorama similar to what you're talking about that we saw. And I want to have a feature where the water is going to flow almost like a river, like around and around, just kind of circulate. You know, and it's possible to do, obviously. They make those little, you guys ever see those little Zen little waterfalls, you know, that they sell with the rocks you put in, you know? Just put a little pump. It's going to use a little pump just to circulate the water around. But I want to incorporate that into like something like we saw. I mean, how would we describe what we saw? What was that? Like, it was like peaks and valleys with a river.
Yeah, it was so
cool.
Yeah, like it was like those, they were like kind of brownish red rocks, and it like kind of like a cliff. It was like looking out Old West or something, kind of, you know, like looking out in the Grand Canyon kind of. I don't know. It's just very, but before Cory calls it, I want to crack at it when you put it for sale.
You putting dibs on it now?
I knew he was gonna get that. He just bumped you out of the way, CC.
CC's like, God damn it.
But it really was, and like when your friends were there, of course, and just listening to them and you talk, it was like really cool how they're really involved in your creative process as well. And it was fun to be around and just absorb that from you and see where you, just that little bit of inspiration I saw you draw, just like that was so cool. And it was fun. Thank you for that tiny little, I know we had a great day, but that like really stuck out to me. So
no, that was great. And you and Sawyer coming was phenomenal, dude. And I got to tell you, I wish we could do it again tomorrow. I really do. It was awesome. It was amazing to be there, to see everything in that place. To me, this is the truth, man. And I'm not ashamed to admit this. One part of the ride of Rise of the Resistance, I literally choked up. Like literally I had tears in my eyes. Because I remember thinking, man, when I was a kid, never in a million years did I ever think I was going to be submerged into this world. Never. And here I am, you know, many years later, but here I am. It's just, it was a great experience. And I'm so happy you guys were there to share with me, man. I really am. And also, let me say this before I forget. And I just want to thank you guys and the community, of course. You guys have made me better than I ever thought I could be. You know, you guys inspired me too, because, you know, when you guys like something and you guys talk about it and you get excited about it, or when I see somebody post pictures of their figures with a dio I made somewhere in the country, it just keeps driving me to do more and to do better. It really does. I'm not trying to get all cheesy and corny here, but it's the truth. And you have been a huge supporter, MC. You know, I know that you like to talk about it a lot, and it means a lot to me, man. It does. And my friends are all shocked that I do this, you know, because I behave on here. Believe me, I behave here. I am a friggin' clown and sicko, pervert, everything you want to call it. I am that. So when they saw me doing this, I mean, I have one friend. She keeps telling me, she's like, "This is art. You're an artist." I'm like, "Stop! I'm not an artist. Stop. I tell fart jokes. I'm not an artist." You know. But you know, it is pretty incredible. I never thought I had this in me as well. My wife is like, "I never knew this about you." I was like, "I didn't either, honey. Don't worry." But it was not just me, you know, and it was countless people. Like I saw that guy doing the Star Wars throne room with the laundry basket, and you know, I wish I could remember who that was, you know, because that really kind of sparked a lot to me. But it's watching all the diorama creators and everybody, and you know, the inspiration is there, you know. And if I inspire anybody, that's awesome, man. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. And I love you guys. I'm not, you know, I love you all. The community is a great place for me to go to after a freaking hard day. When life kicks you in the ass, you go into the community and there's great people talking about fun things, and it's just great, you know. And I'm very thankful that I have you guys in my life. I really am. And thank you for having me tonight too.
Oh, our pleasure, man. Our pleasure having you on, bro. Wow. Woo.
Anybody crying? You got some tears?
Inside, I am. It's therapeutic. It's the second time he's done this. He ended off on a powerful note. He did that on the first time.
Well, I think what we do is powerful, guys. You know, it is what we all do. This hobby is a powerful hobby. I think it takes us back to a simpler time, something that we want to hold on to, and here we are. We're holding on to it, hardcore.
Don't hit my tattoo. That thing is fresh. All right, well, guys, awesome show. Boba, I can't thank you enough. I can't also thank you enough for being the person who obviously you just laid out to us, and being in the community, man. You're a really good guy, man. You're an awesome,
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Awesome creative, awesome person, awesome friend.
And dude, thank you, bro. You do like a friggin' million things, bro, for this community. I'm like, I can't even keep track of everything you do. I mean, I'm not just trying to make blow smoke up your ass or make your head bigger. You are on top of everything. Even friggin' release delays. I mean, geez, man, you are an amazing part of this community. You're a huge part of this community, actually, for me especially. So thank you for everything you do.
I appreciate that, man. But having friends and guys like you guys make it easy. It doesn't seem like it's anything else, you know. So thank you. Thank you, MC. Thank you, CC. I guess you guys will fight it out in the green room. Who gets the next dial, right? So
come on, let's hug. Everybody hug. Come on.
Yeah, virtual hug.
Kumbaya, my lord.
And let's not forget everybody that was here. We had a great turnout tonight. I appreciate everybody that dropped in, stayed for the whole show, parts of the show. If you're watching this a little bit later, you got a good show with good people on. So thank you guys as well. Anybody?
And I didn't ignore them, by the way. I'm sorry if anybody said anything, because I can't see the chat, but I'll watch it back later for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, anything that's like really good, I throw it up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't have anything like. But yeah, you'll be able to see it. It'll be in the chat.
Awesome.
CC, you got anything before we go?
No. I think Boba said it perfectly. It's a great ending note.
MC, you got anything?
Just glad I got a good group of friends like you guys. Seriously, you guys are all solid people that I've hung out with 2 out of the 3 of you so far in real life. Corey, I'm coming. Be ready.
Yeah, I want to hang out with Corey.
I'm getting Michigan prepared.
There we go.
You gonna take them on 8 Mile? 8 Mile.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go have some of Mom's spaghetti.
All right, guys. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate everyone. CC will say, have your pet sprayed or neutered.
Yeah, I was gonna go there.
I know. I was.
As always, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered.
All right, guys. Thank you guys, everybody. And thank you again, Boba, MC, CC. And good night.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.